Hey everyone, and welcome. Today I'm going to walk you through how to use Google's new NotebookLM video overview feature, which generates an explainer video. We're going to use the paste text option. I've got an article about quantum physics already copied, so I'll just paste that right into the text box and hit insert. And just like that, our first source is loaded into the notebook. With our source ready, let's make some magic happen. Over on the right is the studio panel. We're interested in the video overview feature. Before we generate, you can see that if you click the three-dot menu, you can customize the video. But for now, we'll just close that and click the play button.
Teleportation. For pretty much forever, that was just pure sci-fi, right? Well, what if I told you that what used to be fantasy is now happening in real labs? And get this, not even just about zapping particles around. This is actually the first step toward building a completely new, unhackable internet.
I mean, it's the classic question, isn't it? The power to just beam from one place to another? That's been a dream for, well, decades. But here's the crazy part. In a very, very real sense, it's not a fantasy anymore.
And that's the world we're living in right now.
As you can see, it generates an entire video based on all the sources you provide. One source is good, but more is better for a deeper understanding. We'll use the Discover Sources button. This is a really powerful feature. I'll just paste this into the search bar. Click Import. In just a few seconds, our notebook is now loaded with 10 different sources on our topic. We'll click the three-dot menu and select Customize. I'm going to tell the AI what kind of tone and style I want for the video.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a technology that sounds like it's straight out of science fiction, but is getting closer to reality every day, the quantum internet. It promises security that's literally unbreakable, all thanks to some of the strangest, most mind-bending rules in the universe. So, let's get into it. So, let me ask you a question, and it's a serious one. Is your entire digital life on the verge of being cracked wide open? Because right now, the very foundation of our online security, the encryption that guards everything from your bank account to top secret government data, is facing an existential threat. You see, the protection we rely on every single day, like the famous RSA algorithm, works on a pretty simple idea. Create math problems that are so ridiculously hard, our best supercomputers would need centuries, even millennia, to solve them. But here's the catch. That idea is about to be broken. For a new type of machine, a quantum computer, factoring those huge numbers will be, well, child's play. And just like that, our digital locks become useless. And don't think this is some far-off, distant future problem. The threat is happening right now. It's called a store now, decrypt later attack. It's like a light switch. It's either off, a 0, or it's on, a 1. Simple. But a quantum bit, or qubit, is more like a dimmer switch. Thanks to a wild property called superposition, it can be a 0, a 1, or some combination of both, all at the same time. Now that alone is a huge leap for computing. If you measure 1, you instantly take 1 qubit from a cosmic rule called the no cloning.
This time in the Add Sources window, we're going to select the YouTube option. All you have to do is paste the URL of the YouTube video you want to use, and NotebookLM automatically pulls the transcript, and it generates a whole new animated explainer based on the content of that YouTube video. And there you have it. That's a quick look at how you can use NotebookLM's studio features to create content from your documents, web searches, and even videos.
All right, let's dive right in. In this explainer, we are going to get you set up with WAN 2.2 inside Comfy UI. This is one of the most exciting new tools for AI video, and by the end of this, you'll be ready to create some absolutely amazing animations. And when I say amazing, I am not kidding. Just look at the kind of detail we're talking about here. This isn't just, making a picture wiggle. We're talking about generating video where you can see individual hairs and whiskers moving, you can see reflections shifting on glasses, even the subtle flapping of clothes. This is the prize that's waiting for you.
So, here's our game plan. First up, we'll talk about the endless possibilities this thing unlocks. Then we'll get our hands dirty and gather our AI toolkit. After that, we'll assemble the engine, putting all the parts in the right place. We'll even squash a common error you might run into. And finally, the grand finale. You'll create your very first AI animation. Okay, section 1. Let's start with the why. Before we get into all the nuts and bolts, you've got to understand what this technology actually lets you do. And honestly, the creative potential here is just huge. So here's
Thanks for watching.